Mac, World War III alert. Things are getting more worse than they seem. What seems to appear in the news is a lot more worse behind the scenes. The world is picking sides for a future war. No one knows it's coming soon, like a film at the cinema. Why is China and Russia in the schools are teaching their kids how to use weapons, machine guns, handguns, and basically teaching them military training, basic military training, which soldiers get, which undergo? Why do you think Switzerland, Germany and Poland are telling their population to get ready for war, stock up and buckle up, basically is, while the European countries, they don't tell their population to get ready because their respective governments know sooner or later the shit will come down and they'll be the first ones to run. They're not going to think about you if something happens, some war, some catastrophic event. They're the first ones to run, like rats on a ship. And probably they will drag you into this narrative. You'll be the ones which can be sacrificed on the holy altar of globalism, because they want to bring the population down to 500 million. That's another story. But war is coming. How it begins, it'll probably start off with a false flag event. Probably they will blame it on the Russians and Chinese, that's for sure. But it's only Western governments are behind this shit. And China, they're surrounding the island of Taiwan. And Israel have its serious intentions to bomb Iran. One thing they underestimated, the Russians and the Chinese. So if you touch them, we'll bomb you. China's got a very big army, and the leader of China, don't remember his name, during a military parade, is telling his nation and the armed forces, prepare for war, because they know it, their population know it. The only people who don't know is in the West. NATO's preparing for war against the East. So, they won't tell you civilian defence things, how to put an atomic refuge in your house, telling you how to stock up on food and water and other necessities. And those countries in the West which I mentioned have told their population in this manner. And if they say stock up for 3 days of food, you should really stock up minimum for about a month. And there are people out there who do stock up and prepare, blending in with the population of the sheep, whether their so-called respective government says, they will say, meh. They have brainwashed the population, and you won't know. They will send you to your slaughter. They'll probably sacrifice you, send you draft into a war, or they just don't bother. They will sacrifice you if some type of nuclear event happens over your town or city, because you won't have time. Because obviously the continuity of the government must prevail. And that's why in America they were passing this bill saying, The continuity of the government must prevail. If so-called 300 senators or God knows what were probably wiped out. And you don't know how heavy your enemy will hit you. They will have no mercy. They will just smash the fucking shit out of the West. And the West has been asking for this for many years. They tend to underestimate the Russians, Chinese, Iranians and South Koreans. They mean business. I do not fuck around or screw around. And obviously they are the people who have retained, hold back, not to give in to easy provocations and all the rest. Because the West, they want war at all costs. Because, like I said in so many videos, we are governed by insane people. And whether these insane politicians say, people will do. Because they believe in this phantomatic thing, we're going to win in Ukraine for those bullshit things. And the White House said, the Russians are losing. Explain to me why you're pouring more weapons and money into Ukraine. I'm sorry, the Ukrainians are having their arse beaten. And more than 600,000 Ukrainians have been sent to their death for nothing. For what? In the name of globalism? When they're finished with these people, they'll probably ask your sons and daughters through the draft to fight the globalist wars. No thank you. They won't rescue you when the shit goes down. They'll be the first one to run and you'll be left to your own devices.